With the next special type of segment, it's going to be when you have two secant segments. So both of the segments cross the circle twice, okay? And the formula for this one, get your colored pencils ready, is going to be using the terms outside and whole, since we do have part of the segment that's outside of the circle. So I'm going to use those type of terms to kind of help you with the formula. So for the first part of the formula, the A part, it's going to be A times the part of the circle that is A plus B. Okay, so what does that look like in our circle? So that's talking about one part of the secant line. And we're going to use the words outside. So see how the A is outside, is the part that's outside right here? I'm going to use those words, and I'm going to say it's going to be outside times the whole segment. Because if you look at it, A plus B is the whole segment. So the outside part times the whole part of the segment, which is together, the whole thing is A plus B. So that's where that comes from, A plus B, the whole thing. So the outside part of the secant times the whole part of the secant, which is A plus B together. That's where that comes from. Okay, and then the other part, we're going to do the same thing, but with the other segment. So this time it's C, which is the outside part. So C, which is the outside. So use your colored pencils. It's this part of the other secant line, the outside, times the whole thing again. Times the whole thing. So it would be C, C plus the other part, which is D. So outside times the whole equals the outside times the whole. Okay, hopefully that helps you. And then just highlight over here. Okay, so outside times the whole thing, the outside part times the whole thing, equals the outside part of the other one times the whole thing together. So that's where the plus comes from on both of these. You can choose to use this formula, or if you like this better, where it's just directly telling you, like if you can understand the outside means this times the whole, which is this plus this. I'm going to use the regular formula for the example, but you're welcome to use the one you like. Okay, so let's go down here and solve this one. This one just asked me for x, so I won't have to plug x back in. All right, so write your formula. How do you know you're using this one if it wasn't directly labeled secant and secant? Is because there's two secant lines on the circle, so it crosses it twice. Both of the lines cross it twice, intersect. Okay, so who is the outside part for the first secant segment? I'm going to use the top one. So this is going to be the outside, and then we'll use blue for the other part of it. And use your colored pencils, it helps, trust me. And then the outside of this one with the other part, okay? So let's go in and plug it all in. I know y'all are excited to do it, right? Because you love math. Yay. Okay, so the outside, 4 times the whole thing, 4 and x minus 3. So 4 and x minus 3 equals the outside of the other one, which is 5, times the whole thing, which is 5 and x plus 6. Actually, let me use a highlighter. So together, okay? So 5 and x minus 6. Okay, it looks a little crazy, but just write it down. We're using the formula again. Outside times the whole. Outside times the whole equals the outside times the whole thing of that one. All right, let's solve. Before I distribute the 4 here, let's simplify whatever is inside this parentheses. So I can only combine the 4 and the negative 3, which gives me 1, positive 1, right? And then in the other parentheses, 5 minus 6. You have $5, you spent 6, you are negative 1 in the bank. All right, now that we combined the terms we can combine, now we can distribute the 4 on this parentheses and then distribute the 5 on the other one. So let's multiply it. 4x plus 4, 5x minus 5. Okay, notice how I'm writing small. Okay, try not to write too big. But if you run out of space, just go sideways, okay? Okay, I have x's on both sides. Think strategically. Let's subtract the 4 x's so that I don't create a negative. Bring down the 4. 5 minus 4 is 1. Add 5. X equals 9. Okay. All right, that is your secant and secant type of special segments. All right, don't give up on me, please. Tangent and secant is the next one. Okay, I know I'm not there today, but you got to put in the work because I won't be able to spend time reteaching this. Okay, so watch the last video, and that is it for today. Okay, all you had to do today was the notes. All right, keep going. Watch the last video.